On Track with Vanessa Womack, conversation with Chantel Robinson. Hi, Chantel.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing pretty good.
All warmed up?
Yes.
A little chilly, but conversation's going to heat us up.
Yes.
All right. So glad you're back with us. On Track with Vanessa Womack, and great to meet your acquaintance. And we had a pretty lively conversation with you and Raven before. So let's keep it going because in this about 10-minute segment, we're going to talk about Chantel and her journey from, let's say, from her first year of college. Why did you decide to go into finance and where you are now and some of the milestones that you had? Because we talked a little bit about that. You know, you want to have pictures and milestones and things you can look back and say, yes, I enjoyed that, and I was doing it while I was working full time.
Sounds good. So, my decision to go into accounting and finance. You touched on this a bit when we were chatting with Raven. Accounting and finance had not crossed my mind. I didn't know what a CPA was until my third year of college, because when I went to college, I went for honestly business administration. So I, from about 9 to maybe end of high school, I was like, I think I want to be a Supreme Court justice. And then somewhere in between there, my aunt's into law, and somewhere in between there, it switched, and I was like, I feel like I could see myself as a CEO. Always very large dreams. So it's like, well, reverse engineering that, how do I get there? I was like, well, okay, obviously I need to be in the School of Business. So that's where I went. And as I'm doing research and just kind of learning about, the top 10, 20 CEOs, or on average studies about CEOs, what did they major in? What were their accolades? What did they spend time doing prior to attaining that position? How did they work themselves there? I found, which was news to me, that the overwhelming majority of them were either economics or accounting majors. It's like, okay. So that's kind of part of what pushed me there. That coupled with the fact that I'd always kind of just been okay with money. A lot of that stemming from my mother. She is and has always been like my finance guru, which, I don't think people really expect if they, when they first meet me or meet my mom and I, because, it's this Panamanian woman who works still blue-collar job, but she can talk your head off about credit, how to save, how to plan, anything finance related. Like she has got it well packaged. So that was kind of my journey to accounting and finance.
Well, I appreciate that you said you researched to find out where the top CEOs, what degrees that they were in. And I like the fact that you are aspiring to be a CEO. Yes. Oh, gosh, yes. But the homework, the research, and developing a path and a plan to do that, which is something that I'd say and I have an MBA. Did I plan to get an MBA? Yes, eventually. I wish I had my doctorate now, but, that's another story. However, you keep planning to move forward. Sometimes it may not happen immediately, and plans can sometimes get derailed or put on the back burner. But you keep going. But I think the beauty of where you started off and you said, I don't know, didn't even know what a CPA was. But you researched it and you understood what was attainable and how to go after it. So that's great. And applause to your mother. Yes, definitely. So now that you're in this space right now, what's the next goal?
That is an interesting question. I am a very private person, so
you don't have to share anything you don't want to.
No. I've always just kind of, I say that to say, this is me, I guess maybe being a little vulnerable, because I've always held my dreams like little babies. But I am actually, next step's MBA. Okay. So that's in the plan within the next 1 to 2 years. So as it stands right now, I'll probably start studying this summer to hopefully be ready to apply. Not hopefully, to be ready to apply come the end of this year. I'm still deciding on whether I actually want to go through the application process late this summer or late next summer, kind of just based on other things I have going on.
Sure.
But that's going to be next step for me.
Okay, wonderful. That's a plan.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be keeping tabs on that. Okay. Well, let's do a 180 here and talk about Chantel and what she does outside of work. What are your fun things? What are your go-to fun things?
My go-to fun things. I've got categories.
Oh,
like, are we talking about it by myself go-to fun thing, with my friends go-to fun things? Do I need to pack go-to fun things?
Oh, okay.
I'm huge on self-care. So huge on self-care. You can't pour from an empty bottle. I have a self-care regimen that I'm pretty diligent about. I journal a ton. It doesn't really sound fun, but it's pretty fun for me. It helps me, just kind of recalibrate and settle. Other self-care items for me, I like to work out. Not that I don't maybe get to it as much as I would like to, but that's something that I feel like re-energizes me. And reading is another huge one for me. And then I guess more typical girl things, getting my feet done, my eyebrows.
Yes.
That's kind of the long and short.
Yeah, it makes you very well-rounded.
Yeah.
It helps you to relax.
Yeah.
Yes.
Outside of that, I spend a decent amount of time with my friends. We love comedy shows.
Okay.
I am a huge music person. So I spend a decent amount of my summer concert hopping. And I have a quirk with that because 98% of the concerts I've been to, I go to alone. And that actually started out on accident. So what happened was, the first handful of concerts I really wanted to go to, and I missed them because I had no one, no one would commit to going, or no one maybe didn't like that artist or didn't like them enough to, pay for the pit seats that I wanted to, to get. And when I had the epiphany, I was like, well, I mean, I have dinner by myself. I'll go out and watch a movie by myself. Why don't I just try going to the concert by myself? And I thought I really liked it. So that's a fun thing for me. And then in that last category is going to be traveling. I have a huge travel bug.
Oh my gosh. Where have you been?
Where have I been? I've been, starting with the obvious maybe, to Panama every summer from I was 4 years old up until 21. Yeah, until about 21.
That's a lot of time there.
And spent the whole summer there for most of those years. But on my own, I've been to Canada twice, Toronto, Montreal, Peru last year for 2 weeks. That was a huge one for me. Did the Inca Trail while I was there, saw Machu Picchu, Dominican Republic, Cancun, more so like the more touristy places on the front end of my traveling. It's like maybe the last year or two that I've kind of moved away from that, and more so like my Peru trip where I went was kind of backpacking through the place, not staying in a resort, eating where the people I was around were eating. And then a decent amount of domestic travel. So Florida, a lot of the East Coast, Georgia a few times, mainly East Coast though. Okay. I've got on my bucket list to make it to the West Coast. But yeah.
You'll enjoy it. Any part of the West Coast, California. I used to live there, so that's really nice. I lived in Northern California, Sacramento, as opposed to LA.
Okay.
And my preference is Northern, but I've been to Southern. San Diego is nice.
I hear.
Yes.
I hear.
Now, if you wanted to go to Southern California, I would start with San Diego.
I've got a girlfriend who spent a summer out there interning. She was an engineer too. And she loved San Diego. Okay.
And I recently had a trip to Seattle, which I had never been to when I was living on the West Coast, but I had a chance to go to. It rained the whole time, but that's okay. But this is exciting, and we're just about to run out of time, but I'm excited. I mean, we got to know Chantel, and I like the fact that you know your business and your finance, but you also know how to have fun. And traveling is really awesome. So thanks again for being with us, Chantel. Really appreciate it. And come back.
Will do.
Yeah, all right. You're on track with Vanessa Womack. Thank you so much for being with us.